Of Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Magilumiere Company Limited chapters 33 through 36. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and nah, we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and nah, we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. And considering how much I promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? And I'm praying this isn't going to be one of the last live reactions I do for Magilumiere Company Limited, because there's a good chance that next month that me and my kitty could be homeless and sleeping on the street. It's not looking good for us right now. But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, deep dives, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, well, last time I covered this manga, we finished up a joint mission with her name? Damn it. Forgot her name. Just give me a second. We finished up a joint, well, I should say mission / extermination of Fire Kawaii with Makino. And I gotta say, out of all the magical girl uniforms we've seen so far, I like Makino's the most, but I guess I'm just old. But Makino learned that sometimes you gotta work as a team to get the job done. But anyways, let's get to chapter 33. First, see what's in store for us today. Chapter 33 is titled Watching Over You. No restorations are necessary. You can go home after returning your magical tools. Great work today, everyone. Once the job is done, how was it teaming up with Akane-chin? How should I put it? I realize just how amazing you really are, Koshigaya-san. Huh? I mean, yeah, I'm totally awesome, but we're not talking about me, right? Akane-chin's on the right track, and no, really. It made me think about how you've been watching me over this whole time. Yeah, well, I guess. For real, though, I said it before, you've really changed, Kanichi. You look different these days. She does. I agree. Kana has really become her own magical girl, and she's really become very confident. See? Just like that. I don't mean anything bad by it, you know. You've reached Magilumiere. Oh, it's wonderful to hear from you again. Of course we can send 2 right away. Get ready to transform. Let's go. Oh, Akane's working with them still. Oh my god. Okay, we need to talk about this. About these Kai. The Kai are looking a lot better. I'm very pleased with how these Kai are looking. But something interesting that's going on, if you guys aren't reading Stage S, which I'm covering, is that the filth in Stage S look. As soon as I started covering it, I was like, wait a minute. Stage S, the filth look a lot like the Kai up in here, so it made me wonder. I'm like, ooh, maybe the filth are mutations of the Kai, and I hope we kind of get something like that for here in terms of the mutations at some point. That'd be cool if we get humanoid Kai. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Anyways, dude, the Kai looks so good. Oh my god, the Kai have gotten so much better looking. Holy shit. So what? That's why I told him, if you don't like my clothes, you can buy me new ones. Well, your boyfriend's entitled to his opinion, right? And why's that? I could have bought books with that money. Anyway, how's your love life, Sakuragi-san? I'm not really looking. Still so innocent, huh? Should have known with those pigtails. What are you trying to say? Akane? You must be dating a metro, huh? Aww. The final day? This should be all the paperwork. Please make sure everything's in order. Thank you very much. It all looks fine. Thank you for looking after me this past week. Truly, the pleasure was all ours. Sakuragi-san, thank you for training me. This week was fantastic. I learned a lot from you, too. Let's grab drinks and chat again sometime. Of course. You better have a boyfriend the next time we meet. Sakuragi-san has really built up her confidence. Yeah, she hasn't had an equal she could talk about all kinds of stuff with. Feeling left out? Don't be stupid. I'm happy for her. She's really grown as a person. This week was short but felt so long. It gave me a lot to think about. It was meant um it was meant to train another company, but somehow it feels like I got the most out of it. Yeah, I it happens. It really does. Oh, that's right about tomorrow. I'll be out of the office until evening. Call myself if there's any trouble. Uh, got it. Understood. The next day. Those goddamn boots. Those lace-up boots are, minus the bow. I hate that bow. But those boots are awesome. And the other thing with those boots that I would really love more about them is I wish the heel was higher. What the fuck is with the? No, 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 no. If you're gonna wear a heel, nah, it's got to be higher. Nah, not these kitten heels. Come on, man. Nah, nah. It's got to be higher than that. You're either gonna go flat or you're gonna go. You got to be a 3-inch heel, at least for me. But I have an arched foot, so. But the shoe, God, I hate those fucking those shoes. I hate the black shoes. I really do. I do. I hate those shoes. The boots look cool, minus the bow and the heel. I'm off. This isn't the first mutation we've seen. There'd be no end if we held a meeting for each and every one. But now we have that expo video to discuss. We decided to tighten up the rules for exhibitions, right? That's true, but this time some old members are joining us again. Why did you invite them in the first place? Things are different now. Ah, look, here he is. Hey, good to see you again, Shigemoto-kan. It's been quite a long time. A gathering of officials. Just what is this meeting? Oh, look at Koga. He's so pissed. Oh, Shibafuji-san. Yeah. Oh my God. It's been quite a long time. Shibafuji-san. He's mad. He's like, why the fuck is he here? Minister of Health, Labor and Welfare. Now then, allow me to begin our third session of the year. The CMO is now in session. The policy meeting on magical girl extermination countermeasures regarding Kai mutations held by the Council of Magical Organizations is officially open. And this chapter 34 is titled The Policy Meeting on Magical Girl Extermination Countermeasures Regarding Kai Mutations. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. President Shigemoto of Magilumiere has joined us today. He'll be presenting his new system, which was brought up in our last meeting. So this man is Koji Shigemoto. As rumored, he doesn't come off as an ordinary guy. And that's the Fair Trade Commission on Economic Transactions Magic Division. When you're a genius like Shigemoto is, yeah, you have like a certain aura. I'm Shigemoto. Thank you for inviting me today. With that, let's begin with the regular report. There's Co-University Graduate School of Magical Research Professor. Here we go. Please take a look at document 1. The past few years have seen a rapid rise in Kai outbreaks. Due to a surge in incidents caused by mutations, it seems our magical power projections have fallen short. The amount needed to exterminate Kai has increased annually, and more magical tool upgrades are required as well. Please refer to your handouts for the exact figures. You know what? This don't surprise me, because look at viruses. Because Kai, if you think about it, they're like viruses. And compared to, like, say, something like HIV or Corona-sama, where you have where it's constantly mutating, and when you have a virus that's mutating, like an RNA virus, like Corona-sama or HIV, what happens is, especially with the most recent variant that has been discovered, the BA4, it's the BA4 and BA5 Omicron subvariants, they have become immune to the vaccines. And when that happens, obviously you got to take a booster, at least for the mRNA vaccines. For the protein-based, which is what I'm going to be getting, I'm so glad it finally got approved. For the protein-based, I'm not sure how that's going to be, if I'm going to have to get it every 6 months or what. I know I got to get at least one booster for it. But I don't know if it's going to be the same thing where I'll need to get a booster like for an mRNA vaccine. I have to double check. But my point is that that's just part of like a viral thing. It's just a virus in general. They will They will eventually adapt to the vaccine, the ingredients in the vaccine, and then because of that, they will. And that's a result of the mutation, and they will continue to evolve. So yeah. Yes, speaking of which, I'd like to discuss the ALICE system from our previous meeting. I'm sure many of you have seen the video by now. The ALICE system has been a topic of discussion within the CMO for months. In all likelihood, however, this will just be another endless debate. The Shikamoto-kun, if you please. Of course, the ALICE system enhances the capabilities of magical girls in the field. It enables engineers to generate magic in real time, which is, I think, brilliant. And it allows us to use magical power as efficiently as possible and to raise performance standards compared to years past. By adopting the ALICE system industry-wide, we can look forward to the extermination of the Kai and a huge leap forward for the industry itself. When's achievement? And this is Tirohana Association Tokyo branch head. Let's see. Wouldn't such human resource development be too inefficient to implement in the field? Not if you have multiple magical girls out there, and you do have multiple engineers who know the program. Indeed, we can't keep up with the speed of outbreaks anymore. Investment in human resources is important, but we must consider the numbers. Surely the development of powerful magic is a more urgent issue. That's why we should follow AS lead, and yet excessive magic use stimulates Kai outbreaks, which is very true. Let me drink here. That's true. Because if you're it's similar with anything. If you just keep throwing money or magic, or in this case, magic or drugs at the problem, it's just going to make it a bigger problem and mutate it even more. You have to find the source of the problem, and with each Kai, it's different. Magical Power Agency Director, here we go. Even supposing that was true, changing the current system would come at a great cost. Recruitment, budget, risk. How many burdens are you willing to bury us under? Simply put, large Kai require powerful magic. That's right. I don't see a problem with the existing policy. Then again, the Kai have no doubt gotten stronger. We shouldn't turn a blind eye to that, should we? Thank you. The Research Institute for Magical Technology Laboratory Chief. Chief Manda's at it again. Chief Manda, or Rimt, he's always playing devil's advocate at these meetings. If he gets involved, the discussion will get derailed for sure. You're talking about when the Kai were still a small phenomenon after the war. The magical girls who handled them used to be exactly that, girls. But economic growth brought along with it more powerful Kai. We're a major industry now that enforces a working age for magical girls. Perhaps the magical power regulations during the nationalization era are the root cause. It's more reasonable to assume that the Kai have evolved due to the limitations placed on magical power back then. There's no substantial evidence to say that limiting magical power is more likely to suppress Kai mutation. I'm not so sure. In any case, a full adoption of the ALICE system will be postponed. That was inevitable. You can't persuade a hardliner like him so easily. More than that, such a major overhaul is unthinkable. So it's fine as long as we have proof, then. Chief Manda? Let me read this again. So it's fine as long as we have proof, then, Chief Manda? Yesterday, Rimmet confirmed a new species of Kai. Our company will exterminate it. Huh? What was that? A new species of Kai was discovered? That's the first I've heard of that. What's he talking about, Manda-san? Well, I heard it from a source on the first day of the expo. You were planning to recruit members from the expo for an enterprise to run experiments on this new Kai. However, the mutation incident occurred and the experiments were suspended due to the risk. Oh boy, you have one heck of an ace up your sleeve. why I like Shikamoto. Shikamoto don't fuck around. Manta-san, you were seriously planning on for safety? For safety, it's currently locked down in isolation. I can't even imagine how you caught wind of it. Um, Got a cold, Nishina? Better not give it to me. Uh-oh. I've heard there are too many unknowns surrounding this Kai. After puzzling over whom to request, you took an interest in my company, didn't you? Ha, you're as ruthless as ever, Shigemoto-kan. Magical power is the only weapon we have against the Kai. With so much unknown, we have no choice but to turn into magical girls. Feel free to take this up with Remit at your discretion. Please save individual discussions for another time. Hold it, I'm opposed to this. Surely it's better to ask asked. I respectfully decline. Research projects don't bring in any money. Devoting human resources to them comes with an enormous opportunity cost. Isn't it perfectly fine to use Magilumiere? If you want to make them give up, better make it quick. It'll be fine. We're Remit after all. We have plenty of magical tools at our disposal. No, we'll handle it on our own. Ooh. If our system was unable to respond to this kind of situation, the whole plan would be finished from the start. I'll leave it to you then. Ooh. What incredible confidence. So that's Koji Shikamoto. What incredible confidence. Is the Energy Association fine with this? Kankura-san, do you have any objections? Do as you please. I'm just here to keep this seat warm. Whatever decision is made, I'll follow. The new Japan Magic Energy Association president, former Ministry of Magic official. Just another fossil from the nationalization era. That will be all then. This session has come to a close. So do whatever the hell you want, but I still think it's a waste of time. Director, you fucking idiot. Director, your daughter is doing well. Already cut ties with her. I don't have a daughter. Daughter, but whose father is he? Please come and observe us sometime. Director Koshigaya! Oh, that's Koshigaya's papa? Woo! Let's get to chapter 35, which is titled A Father's Job. I'm back, dude. Oh my god, what a prick. Welcome back, sir. Hey there, President Chan. What's up, Kanichi? Nothing, it's just he's wearing a suit. Doesn't she know normal from abnormal? He's just dressed up, right? So what's so weird about that? Good, Kanichi. Use the confusion. That wore me out. It was a formal meeting after all. What was the meeting about? The CMO invited me to speak. As in the Council of Magical Organizations? As in the Council of Magical Organizations? What? Why? President Chan, how's Pops doing? I said hello, but he hasn't changed much. That figures, but so long as he's fine, that's okay. Pops? Yeah. My Pops is a member of the CMO. He's the head of the Magical Power Agency. I know. No way, why didn't you tell me that? Well, it never really came up. Plus, it's not like he helped me get this job. What your folks do for a living doesn't matter when you grow up. He's him and I'm me. I love that attitude. Well, I guess that's true. She's really mature about it. I was surprised when I heard too. But you've got his eyes, you know. If you say so. Like that picture on the Magical Power Agency website. There's something about how you two furrow your brow. Guys, let's get drinks tonight. What's up with you all of a sudden? Fine by me, though. Before that, we have work to discuss. Let's gather in the meeting room. We've received an order to exterminate a new species of Kai, discovered by the Research Institute for Magical Technology. What? A new species of Kai? I proposed that the ALA system should be adopted industry-wide, but without significant results, the CMO rejected it. He was able to make a direct proposal to industry officials? His connections are still a mystery, I know. So instead, we'll use our results from this Remit case to spread the system throughout the industry from within. I love this man. I love him. Shikimoto just doesn't give up. He's like, you know what? These fuckers are being stupid. I'm going to give them evidence that this works. Exactly. That's what you do. Again, with this manga, what makes this manga so good for me, and why this manga is needed now, is that it shows you to not give up, especially when you're fighting red tape, that there's always a way. And hell, look what I did in regards to that bullshit localization, the transing localization. I made my case. I wrote the article on it for Bounding into Comics, and I sent it to the mangaka, And I sent it to the Japanese publisher, and ooh, they were pissed. They were pissed, and the localization is getting the woke localization is getting reversed, and they have to do all the translations for I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl by committee now. So see what you things get done when you present evidence. I'll share the details with you now, but they're strictly confidential. I'm back. Welcome home. How was work today? Just another day. I'm going to change before dinner. I got some delicious bamboo shoots from Monomiya-san. I cooked them for dinner tonight. You had a meeting with the CMO today, isn't that right? I heard Shigemoto-san was there. Yeah. Did he mention Hitomi? Welcome back, Dad. Tomo, don't you have work? I quit that part-time job last week. I bought the books I was saving up for anyway. Silly to worry about something like money when I should be focusing on my studies. Tomo, your dad heard about your sister at work today. Hey, Tomi? Why do I care? I don't want to turn out like her. What an asshole. You said so yourself, right, Dad? Someone so irresponsible could never be a magical girl. Tomo, I'll eat when I'm finished studying. Well, guess what? Hitomi she's a magical girl, and she's kicking ass. That's enough about her. I'll have seconds, of course. His dishes are out of place. He's really shaken up. What a slob. My pops, he's a total perfectionist. Even his plates have to be in the right place. They've worn holes into the table. That's incredible. How did she end up his daughter? Right? He's a funny guy. I usually poured soy sauce into them for dipping. What did he say when you were looking for work? He was totally against it. He's pretty much washed his hands of me. Washed his hands? Well, I still talk to my mom sometimes, but I haven't been back home in ages. I still care about my family, even my pops, but I doubt they feel the same way about me. But that's not right. I mean, you're awesome, Kojigai-san. Someone who can't see how amazing you are shouldn't call himself director of anything. Whoa, you really belted that out. You drunk? Alex, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. Still, thanks for saying that, Kanichi. Aww. Can you get home on your own? I'm fine. I've snapped out of it. Okay, then be careful. What about you? I'm going to hit up the batting cages first. Hitomi, Koshigaya. Pardon me, here's my card. Ko University, School of Magical Research? This won't take long. It's about your company's work for the RMT, for the remit. Strange man approaches Koshigaya. What does he want? As long as your father is involved, it can only end in failure. Won't you allow me to aid you in this matter? Oh, shit! What? All right, so now we're at chapter 36, which is titled A Daughter's Job. All right, let's go. Would you be willing to cut corners on the remit job? What you talking about, old man? It's dangerous at night. Hurry and go home. Isn't your father the director of the Magical Power Agency? What's that got to do with anything? A man approaches Koshigaya with a bold proposal. Perhaps you've heard of the plan to deregulate magical power? Huh? As you know, the Kai have been growing more powerful, and yet the annual annual magic limits left over from the nationalization era are still in effect. Doing away with those limits and allowing the use of large-scale magic, that's the deregulation plan. At the heart of that scheme is your father, Director Koshigaya, and President Koga have asked. What? Your company's system is based on conserving magical power. If it proves effective against this new Kai, the deregulation plan loses all meaning. If that were to happen, your father would be ruined. Whoa! What do you mean? That's stupid. So my pops is going to get axed if the job goes well? That's pretty out there, don't you think? The deregulation plan has unfathomable amounts of money and influence behind it. Of course it does. Of course it does. If the plan fails now, someone will be made to pay the price. So I should protect my pops? I'm just supposed to throw this job? There's no need to take a side now. All would be determined on that day. Please think it over carefully. I spoke with the Remit. One of their magical girls will be helping out with the extermination. Wow, one of Remit's? They have magical girls working over there too? Their magical girls mainly focus on research. They're more like engineers than frontline fighters. The extermination is still mainly our responsibility. Well, of course it is. If we needed help to show what we're made of, that'd poke a pretty big hole in our reputation. I'm glad, though. It really feels like the Alice system is gaining traction. That's right. We've come such a long way. I'm so deeply moved. Stop right there. I'm tearing up. Say the waterworks, President Chan. We're gonna crush this job for the remit and dominate with the Alice system. Then you can cry a river of tears. Koshikai-san, that sounded so cool. I understand. I won't cry. Yeah, we gotta pull it together. The job's not over until we succeed. Koshikai-san, did something happen? Sorry to make you worry, Kanichi. Was I acting weird? No, it was just one small thing. When you smiled, the corners of your mouth were 1 degree lower than usual. Ooh, you're really something else, Kanichi. Well, something annoying did happen. What? Depending on the outcome of the Rimit case, your father might be ruined? It's dumb, right? Telling me to shield my pops like that. Do you want to protect your father? I don't know. Bringing my pops into my work feels kind of lame. Then again, maybe it's a plus if he gets ousted. He refuses to recognize your greatness, after all. What's with all the intensity today? I guess it's not really that simple, but I get it. What President Chan and Kaede-chan had in mind when they came up with the Alice system. Had in mind? So I can't be the one who ruins everything, can I? Koshigai-san. Don't worry about a thing. This will be a clean sweep. I won't cause any trouble. Thanks for listening. I gotta hit up the bank. So go on ahead. Oh my God. Go on and head back without me. Oh. Hey, Daddy. What kind of work do you do? I protect people's lives. In order for magical girls to carry out extermination, appropriate magical power management is required. The state-run magical girl industry falls under the... I don't get it. I see. You'll understand when you're older. Okay. When I grow up, I'm going to be a magical girl. No, you can't, Hitomi. You can't just become a magical girl. Aww, I saw the expo vid. You were so cool, Hitomi. Your father is still so stubborn. Come over and eat sometime, okay? It'd be nice if he was just being stubborn, but after this... Work and family, what will happen when those streams cross? I'm going to go back to what he said, what Papa said here. In order for magical girls to carry out exterminations, appropriate magical power management is required. And now he's just changed his mind? Wants to deregulate it? Like this? Koshigaya needs to she needs to remind him of what he stood for. Because I understand, because if they deregulate it like this, then that's going to be a huge problem. They do need to conserve. Yes, they do, because from what it sounds like, the more magical power they just throw into the throw at the Kai, the more the mutation is going to happen. You need to be able to conserve the magical power, and be strategic with it. I don't like that the state is. I will say this though. I don't like the state is regulating it like that. I really don't. But at the same time, in this kind of situation, I kind of understand why. Especially since it's a technological situation like this. I'm really curious what you guys think about this, because it's a nationalization situation. I understand to deregulate it. I think from the libertarian standpoint, I think it's a good thing to deregulate it. But at the same time, the way it's being done is very, very crony capitalism. I don't like the way it's being done. And what Shigemoto is doing, when Shigemoto prevents the when Shigemoto gets that evidence saying that, no, this is not going to work, you can't do this shit, because all it's going to do is make the situation worse, then that's a whole different thing. It's kind of like being in this drought where they're trying to, force people to conserve water. It's just Southern California doesn't give a shit. They never give a shit. They're just going to waste water, period. Meanwhile, up north, we get fined for it. But I'm really curious what you guys think. Think about this. I'm kind of like, here's where I'm thinking, because of this situation. Because of the situation that it's in, we're in where there is evidence that what the magical power is doing is really making things worse. That's where I think I kind of have to agree to an extent, where it kind of needs to be regulated a little bit. But after everything is said and done, what's going to happen after the Kai are defeated? What will happen after that? That will be the real question. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more Magilumiere content. Many ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.